excel at a classical education, Latin and Greek, not only at the language but at learning the literature, you will have learned a great deal about the philosophy of life, about democracy, about fundamental principles, and you will have a very good mind. I really learned English grammar when I had to learn Latin. And it opened up a new world. It really does. You don't think they're dead languages. The fundamental principles that go through life are relevant to all times. You learn them if you read Latin. You learn Caesar, you learn Virgil, you learn between Latin and Greek. You will learn all of the philosophers. You will learn Pericles, you will learn Socrates, Thucydides. You start to learn all of these classic things. You will know the fundamentals of how people think, what the problems are, how they approach international affairs, their old battles, their old enmities. And heaven knows these days we're still up against human nature rather more than anything else.
Pioneered are catching on in country after country. We conservatives believe in popular capitalism, believe in a property-owning democracy, and it works.
I do think women take a slightly different approach. First, women by their very nature, I spoke of the miracle of birth, I spoke of the birth of your children affecting your life more than anything else, because your children matter far more to you than anything that happens to you. Therefore, you automatically think long term. Not only what is immediate, but long term. What sort of world are they going to grow up in? What can I do to influence that world? What can I do to train them for it? What can we do to see that their education is right? What can one do to see that they're good citizens? Automatically, partly one's own upbringing, partly this thing. Women have this special relationship with life.
Great debates of our time is about how much of your money should be spent by the state and how much you should keep to spend on your family. Let us never forget this fundamental truth. The state has no source of money other than the money people earn themselves. If the state wishes to spend more, It can do so only by borrowing your savings or by taxing you more. And it's no good thinking that someone else will pay. That someone else is you. There is no such thing as public money. There is only taxpayers' money.
Progress is not automatic. Civilization has its ebbs and flows. But if we look at the history of the last 500 years, whether in the field of art, science, technology, religious tolerance, or in the practice of politics, the conscious inspiration of it all has been the belief and practice of freedom under law, freedom disciplined by morality, under a law perceived to be just. Did a marvelous analysis of the Declaration of Independence. The essential thing is the right to life and to liberty and to freedom. Does not come from any politician, any political commentator. It comes from the great Creator. It is essential to human life that we have this sense of individual liberty and human rights. And never forget, my friends, that with that liberty comes responsibility as to how we use it in the world in which we live.